Good morning, y'all. This morning I'm gonna do a little quick project. I'm gonna dump out those potato bags and see if we have any potatoes. I doubt that we have anything in there because I completely forgot that I planted potatoes and they've died and sat, and it's been a couple downpours of rain, so they're probably all rotten, but we'll see. I want to reuse that soil anyway in the new raised bed, so be kind of a double use. All right, let me go and get the potato bags. All right, got some bird's nest fungus here. I'm going to just push these off. These things are good for your garden. They help to break down decaying organic matter. So I hate the way they look. They trigger my trypophobia, but they still have a purpose. So we'll keep them. These bags I've had for probably about 3 years or so. And there's the potato skin. So I did a few bags with seed potatoes, and I did a few bags with some sprouting potatoes that I bought from the grocery store and didn't get around to using. I figured, what the heck, let me just put them in here. All right, we got a couple of small little potatoes here. Now I'm upset that I didn't remember that I planted them and I didn't fertilize them. Because I probably could have gotten more than what I did. We use a lot of potatoes, so I can never have too many potatoes. We'll probably go through about, I don't know, 15 pounds every month, if not more. So my kids love potatoes, and I get tired of eating rice. It's just easy to come in and scrub a couple of potatoes and throw them in the oven. So we use a lot of them. These I will just toss on a pan, and we'll have them as a little side dish. Couple little one-bite potatoes. They're still edible. It's nothing to write home about, but it beats buying a bag of these tiny little guys in the grocery store for $6. Got quite a few worms in here. I'm sure they help to break down those potatoes that I forgot to harvest also. I just want to make sure that everything that I'm leaving here is completely dead. It can't resprout because I don't want to grow potatoes in this bed. I just want to reuse this soil. We got some interesting mushrooms growing all over the yard. And when we moved in, our house was a new build, so it was pretty much a yard of nothing but sand, rocks, and construction debris. And since I started gardening here, I have put in a lot of different compost. I don't usually buy the same compost all the time. I rotate between cow manure and chicken manure. I also throw out our guinea pig pellets into the yard, and I've been using a lot of the Espoma Land and Sea compost. I've really liked the way that's worked for me in my containers and in the ground, so that's what I've pretty much been using for the last 2 years. So this is good dirt, and I want to keep it. I don't want to spend a fortune filling up a raised bed. I've got to top off my raised bed in the greenhouse also, so I want to spend as little as I can on dirt this year. This is about the size that my seed potatoes were. Not huge, so I wasn't looking for big potatoes. I don't really have the space to grow big potatoes. Any of these potatoes that you leave in the dirt, if it's big enough to form an eye, it will try to grow potatoes. So if you're going to recycle this dirt, you're going to really try to get all of those out, or you get some surprises. Tops of our potatoes. It is hot. I don't want to be out here. That's a nice one. So it's looking like I'm going to get a little bag of what you would buy in the store that they call gourmet potatoes. There's nothing gourmet about them. They're just small potatoes. They put a fancy name on them and they charge you a whole bunch of money. They're just young, tender potatoes. These aren't all that young. They're probably not going to be all that tender because they've been in here a little bit too long, but they'll eat just as good. This one was pushing some new growth. See what we find. Lots of teeny tinies, probably from that new growth that was just getting started, because these are babies. Oh, this one got me nothing. Y'all, I don't even remember what kind of potatoes I planted. I know I wrote it down somewhere. If I can find it, I'll let you know. But I don't even remember. But this is my fault. This is my fault. If you're going to be a gardener, make some notes. Remind yourself some kind of way. Don't let life get in the way and when you forget about your crops that you spent so much time planning for and planting, and then don't take care of them. Because this is what happens. I'd call it a waste of time, but it really wasn't, because I didn't even remember planting them. But it was almost a waste of money. Hello, earthworm. Sorry. Oh, where did he go? I was going to pull him out so I won't break him up. I dug my irises out of this spot in the last video, and I found a ton of earthworms. Also found a blind snake, which was pretty cool. Oh, there's the earthworm. Hey, baby. You want to say hi to the people? Say hi to the people. All right, let's get that done. All right, so lots of roots. No root development. Just a ton of roots. I'm going to leave these roots in here. They'll break down. I've got about 6 to 8 weeks before I'm going to actually be putting something in this bed. So I know I'll have to pull some weeds before I plant. But looks like I'm only going to need 2 bags of dirt to go in here. And it'll more than likely be land and seed compost that goes in here. But not bad for filling up a bed for free. Small little potato harvest. But that's enough for a little side dish. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna go in, take a shower. You know the drill. I got a couple of things lined up, but I've got about 8 days of videos that I need to get edited and get them loaded up. So I'm gonna work on that. This one, of course, will be in the lineup, and I'm gonna start showing you guys how I get ready for the new garden season. And my season starts mid-September. So I've got to really get to high gear now and get things ready for that. I've already started acquiring some of the things that I need, and we're going to go over what I use in my garden. I really don't do a whole lot of fertilizing. I don't do a whole lot of tending and trimming and all that good stuff. I need my plants to kind of fend for themselves, and they, for the most part, do that. I do have to come out and pull weeds, of course, but I don't do a whole lot of amending. When I start my season in the fall, I go ahead and I put down a little bit of fertilizer for everything, and they have to figure out how to get through the season. So we're going to talk about that in a video. Hopefully I'll get that filmed in the next couple days. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. There's going to be 3 parts, I believe, to that series. And I'd like to see you guys come along with me. Till next time, guys. Thanks for watching.